Sonic's the name. Speed's
Tasty.
Ah!
Just a robot. I want to take you back to a different time on YouTube, before everybody was making commentary videos, rant videos, and reaction videos. A time where most people were making skits, but some people took the extra step and made their own epic plotline. A time where YouTube drama was quite rare, and you could actually watch pretty much any video on YouTube without hearing about someone's politics. Granted, you would hear a Fox News joke here or there, but at least you didn't have to hear about how much someone hated Trump or feminism every 5 seconds. Some of you watching this may remember Smashtasm, but I'm sure most of you don't. However, I think you should still stick around just to see what YouTube was like a decade ago. Nowadays, if you hear the word machinima, you'll think of a multi-channel network with absolutely no standards. But a decade ago, when people heard the word machinima, they immediately thought about someone who used gameplay footage to make either a skit or series.
Hey. Yeah? You ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it? Why are we here?
Not to be confused by Let's Plays, that's just someone who plays through a game while giving commentary. Well, it used to be about the game, now it's more about the personality. The main two game series people used to make machinimas were Super Smash Bros. And Halo. Out of all the different Halo machinimas, one actually did make it big, and that was Red vs. Blue. But that's a story for another time. For the dozens and dozens of Super Smash Bros. Series that were made, not a single one really made it big. The biggest one I know about is Smashtasm, and that's what we're talking about today.
Hello everyone and welcome to Smashtasm, an online server-based system where players of Super Smash Bros. Brawl can battle each other online.
Oh yeah, story-based machinimas only really had two different plot lines. One was about a guy and his group of friends playing a massive multiplayer online game, or an MMO for short. And they're just having fun, but then one day a hacker or a virus shows up and throws everything into whack, and they have to team up together to put a stop to their villainy once and for all.
It is here that battles are fought, friends are made, and battles are fought.
And the other type of plot line, which I consider to be much better, is not about an MMO, but about the actual characters in the game. For example, Smash King. The plot line wasn't about someone playing as Bowser, it was about Bowser himself. Or at least a doll or trophy who thought he was the real Bowser. In these storylines, the villain is usually Ganondorf or Taboo or some other villain from the Smash Bros. Series. And they're trying to take over the universe or multiverse or something like that. These are the two most common plot lines in machinimas. Of course, there's outliers here and there, but they're few and far between.
Oi! Super 64! You've got mail!
That's Packery. He delivers messages to people apparently. I don't know, I just read the script.
Oh yeah, this came out when Mike Myers was really popular. Back when this came out, one of the main styles of comedy was acknowledging what you're saying isn't really that funny. And at first it is funny, but after doing it over and over and over again, it gets really stale really fast. Of course there is a right way of doing self-aware humor, but this series really overdoes it. But don't worry, that's only half the comedy. The other half is, it's funny because it's random.
By the way, I would lose the British accent. It sounds really fake.
Hey now, what's this? My accent isn't fake.
But
It's all fake!
Now granted, when I was younger and my hardware and software were still developing, this was hilarious to me. But now the only person who is above the age of 12 who would find this funny is the guy who constantly watches Film Cow while wearing a Deadpool shirt. So Super 64, who's a moderator, goes off to stop a hacker. But it turns out the hacker is actually one of his old friends, Late Fox, who's one of the good ones.
it's so good to see you again.
I'd like to say the same thing, but that would be repetitive.
Okay, enough with the badly written dialogue.
Okay, that actually managed to put a smile on my face.
How's it hanging, Lead Fox?
How's what hanging?
It's an expression.
What does express?
What's up?
Up is a direction.
Haha, dad jokes, they never stop being funny. Super 64 and Lead Fox are suddenly ambushed by two other players known as Grunt and Graunt. And they easily get defeated, despite Super 64 being a moderator and Lead Fox being a hacker and the two guys they were fighting being low-level grunts. Yeah, no one really watched this series for the plot, most people were just here for the comedy.
Where am I?
You're exactly where you need to be.
Huh? I can't get out!
Ah yes, the old drop block cage trick. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, you could build your own stage. And in pretty much every single Super Smash Bros. Machinima, whenever a character is in prison or is trapped, it usually involves a cage using a drop block as the door.
Hey, you guys don't want to mess with me. I'm a mod.
Mods are powerless against us. Yeah, 'cause we're gay. Exactly. Wait, what? We're not gay.
Oh yeah, mild homophobia. Back when this came out, if a character said, "I'm gay," or anything like that, 12-year-olds would fall on the floor and start rolling around in laughter. Nowadays, this humor is frowned upon. But I'm not going to freak out and talk about how bigoted this guy is. It was 10 years ago. Lots of people were homophobic. Hell, even I was pretty homophobic back then. And most people who are going to complain in the comments section about how they were totally not homophobic 10 years ago are full of crap.
Hey, gay guys, I don't care. You're letting me out of here right now.
We're not gay. Are you sure? Yes. Now shut up, both of you. But what about that time you were flirting with— Hey, it's not my fault. You didn't tell me that was an all-guys server.
Okay. That's pretty funny.
That's Lamp. He's one of Super 64's friends. Also a plot device. Though I think his light went out quite a while ago. He's retarded. It's supposed to be funny.
It's funny that no one really remembers about Lamp nowadays, but there was a time when he was just as big as Caboose from Red vs. Blue. I remember I would go on to Halo Live and I would actually meet people who would argue on who was funnier between Caboose and Lamp. I would meet people with profiles called I Love Lamp and other stuff like that. But now almost no one remembers who he is. It's funny how times change.
Listen, you've got to get me out of here. I don't think they can see you, so I'll distract them and you open the cage from the rear.
I got a better idea. How about I distract them and you open the cage? After all, I'm really good at distracting people.
What? But how am I—
Hey guys, I'm a distraction. I am distracting you.
Oh my god, this brings back memories. I remember I would run out into the battlefield in Halo and scream out, "I'm a distraction! I'm distracting you!" Nowadays, if you did that, no one would have a clue what you were talking about.
What the? Whoa, check out that guy. I'm completely distracted. Oh, strangely hypnotic. This is like the best show ever. A repulsive display that fills me with disgust, revulsion, and an odd sense of arousal.
Now, this scene always confused me. All Lamp is doing is bouncing up and down. I guess it's implied he's jerking it, but it's not completely confirmed. Assuming it is that, because I can't imagine what else it is, imagine how that conversation went. Hey, haven't you noticed that when you crouch down with Samus really fast, it kind of looks like she's jerking it? No, not really. Well, let's put that in a video anyways, it would be hilarious.
Who are you and what did you do to Leap Fox?
We know nothing. We're just low-level grunts. What are you talking about? They told us all about the plan.
Talk! Who sent you?
We don't know. They work in secret. Secret? We were just talking to the boss about 10 minutes ago.
Now, Grunt and Grant have to be the best part of Smashtasm. They work off each other so well. In fact, they even got their own short about baking a cake. And yes, it turned out the cake was a lie. It was a reference to Portal.
Oh, this is no ordinary cake. It's made with the souls of the damned. Wow. How did you get those? Oh, I just went to the other side of local dam and stole everyone's shoes.
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't really think I need...
Following time.
You're gonna follow me anyway, aren't you?
People wear socks.
Well, I did find Lamp hilarious as a kid. All Lamp does is just say random stuff for the sake of being random. At least as an adult, I can still find Grunt and Grant hilarious. So, overall, what do I have to say about Smashtasm? Honestly, I love it. Yeah, the first episode had some issues, but keep in mind, this is just the first episode. It gets funnier later on.
I beg to disagree.
Why is that?
And the first few episodes of Red vs. Blue aren't as funny as people remember them to be. Ever since I saw the first episode of Smashtasm, I wanted to make my own Super Smash Bros. Machinima. But I have a hard enough time doing a collab with 2 or 3 people. There's no way I could make an entire series with multiple voice actors. By today's standards, the first episode of Smashtasm is considered to be cringy. But imagine if the series kept going and it became as big as Red vs. Blue. The last episode, episode 5, came out 6 years ago. Who knows? Maybe there's a chance of the series still continuing. And, yeah, maybe there's a chance that Half-Life 3 will come out. But hey, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, so anything's possible. If you haven't seen the Smashtasm series, I highly recommend you go check it out. And if you have seen it, I recommend rewatching it again. Despite everything I've said in this video, I still really enjoy Smashtasm. But not the Smashtasm Melee prequel series, that has aged like milk. It's not even so bad it's good, it's just terrible. My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube. Debunking SJWs and feminazis too. We criticize reactionists in hopes they get the boot. Just the robot marches on.